When I say Kalalal Yahweh Bashim Washai, Bashim Rakah Kodash, God to the apostles of Great Millstone, Shalom to all the brothers in the highway and byway, preaching this word in sincerity and in truth, with much honesty. Yeah, from the brothers them from the James Jamaica camp. You know what I mean? Mainly we are the defenders of the gospel. We're not the defenders of the earth like that woman there. But anyway, we are the defenders of the gospel, you know what I mean? Because yeah, you have all different type of philosophy out here in Jamaica, all type of crazy philosophy that you have certain men in Jamaica here of, you know what I mean? And some of this is to be blamed on Christianity, man, because Christianity is the worst thing going, man. You know what I mean? You have a lot of philosophy that is tied in with the Bible all because of Christianity. So you have a lot of people believe that they know what the Bible is saying based off of the analogy that Christianity brings from the Bible. You know what I mean? But we, as the prophets of the Lord, we come out to give it a straight skinny, man. You know what I mean? So anybody else in Jamaica will feel like, say, you know the Bible apart from the brothers them you see in the highway and byway. You know what I mean? You need to reverse and come again, man. We are the real authority when you come out to the scriptures, yeah? Not your pastors, you know what I mean? Not another nigga who basically feel like him knows something going on in the Bible based off of some documentary or whatsoever I watch. You know what I mean? You know? We have the real skinny, the defenders of the gospel. But anyway, what precept, bro?
Yeah, we finished that.
Yeah, you can't bring up a precept, man. Because basically what we come for is to tear down all the lies, all the deception, man. You know what I mean? Out there spreading over this truth, man. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, as I say, you have all different type of philosophy. You know what I mean? With a like for, you know, to tarnish the truth. You know, especially from the standpoint of Christianity. You know? You have, yeah, go on.
Romans 1 verse 16, it says, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Yahweh Shai,
right.
For it is the power of Yahweh."
And if you notice, the brother say Yahweh Shai. The brother say Yahweh Shai. That is the true name of the Lord, Yahweh. But Hashem Yahweh Shai's son, we call Jesus, man. That is the true name for so-called Jesus. I want to say Jesus, you not talk about the other white meat. Because according to the scriptures, the Lord is what? Is a man of dark complexion, man. According to Revelation 1 and the 14th chapter, man. See, man of woolly hair.
14 verse.
14 verse. Chapter 1 verse 14. So like brother. Yeah, so the Lord and the people of the book are all dark-skinned people, people of color. You know what I mean? So first of all, who like to say is the white man book, they're gone in an error from this, you know what I mean? But anyway. Yeah.
Right, Romans 1 and 16 again says, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Yahweh Shai,
right.
For it is the power of the Heavenly Father unto salvation,
right.
to everyone that believeth,
right.
To the Jews first and also the Greek, which
right.
are Israelites."
And the Greek, basically, as the brother said, is what? Israelite foreigners, yeah? Alright, go on.
"For therein is the righteousness of the Heavenly Father,
right.
revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith."
Right, so when we're saying these things, we're not saying these things but based off of come out here to try convince some people, you know what I mean, to convince the masses, man. Is the most ever elect, you know what I mean, and through faith, they're going to receive this thing, man. Because, hey, we have people out here, seeing, and them really don't have faith, but people out here believing, are holding fast to some things, you know what I mean, where basically is void and empty, man. At the end of the day, it never can help you to the things that will come up on the planet yet.
Exactly.
See? So we basically are according to the faith or the scripture give us, man. We're not going to have baseless faith like what everybody else are work with. Because none of them other faith are temporal, yeah? What?
Verse 18 says, "For the wrath of the Heavenly Father is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness,
right.
Because that which may be known of the Heavenly Father is manifest in them, for the Heavenly Father had shewed it unto them. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made,
right.
Even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse.
Right.
Because that when they knew the Most High, they glorified him they glorified him not as the Most High. Neither were thankful, but became vain in their imagination.
And being vain is what? Believing that the sun, the sun, one of the things that was created, man, is God, man. You know what I mean? Now, you have this man by the name of Skatta Burrell. You know what I mean? He is now saying that the sun is God. And basically coming from the Egyptologist madness, man. Because that all that is just crazy thing. It's baseless philosophy, man. It don't have no real foundation, man. Saying the sun cannot be a God and won't be a God and will never be a God, man. Saying the sun and all the stars and the heavens and the planets were all created, man. They were all created, man. And guess what? The sun is not the life giver, man. See, the sun is not the life giver. Hey, according to Esau's science, if the sun go out, seeing right now, seeing according to Esau, it say take you a couple of minutes in order for know so the sun actually go out. You know what I mean? Because the light rays still have travel from the sun. Seeing them take a while to reach. But not only that, him say it oxygen, because I said the other day, say, yo, look, oxygen, if the sun never did the oxygen, want to oxygen. You know what I mean? Because hey, if you have oxygen, breathing the oxygen, guess what? You're gonna die. See, you can live longer if the sun go out. See, than the time you can live if oxygen gone. You know what I mean? So oxygen, you die faster if you lose oxygen. You know what I mean? Esau said to have up to 1,000 years. According to Esau's philosophy, he say have up to 1,000 years with oxygen on the earth, even if the sun go out. Because you know the two photosynthesis, the sun helping the process to convert back carbon dioxide back to oxygen. You know what I mean? Because oxygen is actually here as one of the elements, yeah? And matter of fact, the elements are here before the sun, man. So if a Negro can be shallow enough, you know what I mean? To say, yo, the sun that is made up of helium and hydrogen and helium. Say go? You know what I mean?
So elements, just
two of the elements. According to Esau's science, two of the elements them make the sun, which basically generate photons to make light, a light source. And you have so many light sources, even light sources that men create, light coming from a phone. You know what I mean? So, hey, Esau been researching to make doing photosynthesis without even the sun. So what nigga talking about? You have Esau making nuclear energy, man. Saying so, hey, when you're talking about energy, and that energy and that light that come from nuclear energy, them say even the light is actually 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So what nigga talking about, man? The sun was created, man, using the elements, yeah? See? It was created by the angels using the elements. As a matter of fact, go to Genesis 1 and start from Genesis 1, yeah, finish that and then we're going to hear that.
Brother, if you can see this, Esau, he might talk about the sun, I give UV rays to help photosynthesis process.
Yeah.
You have regular man in them basement that cultivate weed.
Yeah.
And them own UV light, yo.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Romans 1, right back to 21, it says, because that when they knew the Most High, they glorified him not as the Most High.
Right.
Neither were thankful, but
hey,
became
you look
vain.
past everything coming to being and look for one star this close to a planet out of trillions of stars and say, yo, that you're God.
Yeah, that makes sense.
dumb.
Yeah, you're just as retarded as the Egyptians them, well, like the Greek take down, the so-called white man take down them retarded, take down them retarded Egyptians, man. See, the same Egyptology, when Negroes want to follow now, yeah, the so-called white man take down them stupid ass people back then. And them stupid ass philosophy, man. Showing that, yeah, why the sun never did rescue them from the Greek, man? Eh? Yeah. There must be a cloud there.
But became vain in their imagination.
They become vain in their imagination, man.
And their foolish heart was darkened.
Right.
Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools.
Right, because that is stupidity, man. That is downright stupidity, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's no life. And the sun is the life giver. Life giving what? You know who is the life giver? The Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh. Hey, the sun this represent physical light, man. See, what about the spiritual light? What about the spiritual light, man? A nigga don't know about it. They don't know the difference between a physical light and spiritual light. The sun is physical light, man. And we have so many sources of physical light. But there is a spiritual light.
The energy that brings forth.
You know what I mean?
It says, verse 23 says, and change the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man.
You have men that worship the white Christ. You have man that worship sun. And all the ordinance them. Man still worship the ordinance. You have man that worship cow. Man that worship rock. You know what I mean? Some man that worship church buildings. Some man that worship them girl. You know what I mean? In a 2018, Negroes are worship some things. We can't do nothing for them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Hey, at night now we're breathing. Where's the sun, man? Where's the sun? We're breathing right now. Yeah, we're living here. We're life. I emanate through our body. You know what I mean? The sun of life. Who give it the sun life, man? See? Them gases will create the fusion. They create that fireball, so-called fireball because of the fire. You know what I mean? That light. See? The fusion that create that light, responsible for that, man. Where the elements them come from, man. Yeah, you have in bacteria. Scientists finding bacteria living in lava, man. I have scientists finding certain creatures so far under the sea where the sunlight can't reach down on them part of the sea, man. You know what I mean? When Esau go down, they can't believe it's a living creature down there, so. Certain part of the sea. Down in the abyss.
And look how the sun is just a small part of full solar system.
Yeah. Come to the universe.
The whole universe.
Come to the universe, brother.
No life, no, nowhere else in the universe. I just got the right to
yo, the most retarded, a type of analogy that, man. See?
It says, and change the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like the corruptible man,
right,
unto birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. Wherefore the Heavenly Father also gave them up unto uncleanness,
right,
through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who change the truth of the Most High into a lie.
And the reason why a lot of people are like to push the Most High out of the picture and become atheists and become all type of other something, you know what I mean? It's because them self-will, man. They just want to do wickedness straight. Who don't want to be a faggot? See? Want to be some form of lesbian. Them want to orgy. Them want to treat some madness. You know what I mean? Fuck them one other woman and them something there. That a nigga want to do. So therefore, if God not the picture, boy, I'm going to feel guilty. So therefore, the God thing I make him feel guilty. So guess what now? I don't want to do no God thing. I want to do with some other something when I have no effect on me if I do my wickedness. That's all. That's all a nigga want, man. The nigga want to move the Most High out of the picture because he want to do them wickedness here. That's all. You know what I mean?
So they would change the truth of the Most High into a lie,
right,
and worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
And the word creature meaning what? That was created, man. That which was created. The sun was created, man. And can be created. You know what I mean? Hey, because the elements are here. The elements are here. Hey, if the Most High will, the Most High can give power to create. Saying another star. If it was to be so, man. Because the elements are here to be used, and that's what the angel them do. Them use the elements and create all that you're seeing right now, man. Spiritual beings create everything that you see in this physical realm, man. Because this is a physical realm. You know what I mean? That's why you have the elements here, man. And then the angels put the elements in order.
We go through the scripture.
What?
We'll find something to look at this. Genesis 1 verse 30.
Right.
It says, and the evening and the morning were the third day.
Right.
And the powers, because if you go into the Hebrew, where you see the word God, you see Elohim there, which represent the angels. This is what it says. It says, and the powers said, let there be lights, not one, but multiple lights,
right,
in the firmament of the heaven,
right,
to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons, right, and days and years.
That's what they are for, man. For signs and for seasons, for days and for years, man.
Right.
That's what the lights in the heavens are for, man.
The verse 15 says, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and it was so. Keep word, watch out now.
Right.
Verse 16. And the powers made 2 great lights. So them create all the lights, but they tell us them distinctively afterwards they'll make 2 great lights. So what about the rest? Yeah, what about the rest of light them?
Right.
Why the rest of light them isn't worshipped then as God?
Right.
And them get created also. It says, and the power said, where am I? Verse 16, and the powers made 2 great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also.
Right.
You understand? So therefore, why you choose just the 2 great, well, one of the 2 great lights?
Yeah, because they choose the moon. Because basically they say the moon, because according to Esau, they say the sun, the moon reflects the sun, which is basically madness. Because the moon is a light source of itself. But a regular nigga won't know that. You know what I mean? Because, hey, yeah. But anyway, seeing so the Lord create 2 lights, man. Great lights to govern both night and day on the earth. You know what I mean? And then they are not there to be worshipped, man. Yeah?
Precept.
I think
See?
he must say the Son of God, so all the Son was created by someone else.
And guess what? The sun and the moon actually is a what do I call it now? You can use the sun and the moon metaphorically to describe another type of light, man, which is a spiritual light. The one where you can't see and the one where you can't receive. See? Hey, brothers here basically receive that light. You know what I mean? And it all come from the sun, man. Seeing the sun and the moon is a representative of that type of light, man. Like a what do I call it now? Illustrate from a physical standpoint the way how spiritual light work. You know what I mean? So hey, when the scripture mention sun and moon, you know what I mean, and stars basically, it also represent what? Brightness. You know what I mean? And brightness also represent what? Knowledge, man. See? So hey, it use something, see, that is physical to explain something that is spiritual, man. Because light show you the way in a what? Darkness, man. Since if you're in a darkness, if you're in a spiritual darkness, you know what I mean? The spiritual light is what? The truth, man. The truth is what makes you see in the dark, man. Which we people have in the utter darkness. Skatta and all them people who are following him in the utter darkness, man.
And if you can add this here, what the son teach him about morality.
Yeah.
But the son never teach anybody about living as a human being, as a clean human being, righteous. What does the son taught you?
Yeah.
Since the son of God, show some things where the son teach you.
Yeah, the real knowledge not coming from the knowledge coming from the true light. Seeing the light where everybody basically rejecting right now. Yeah? What?
Jeremiah 2 verse 11. And the nation changed their gods,
Right.
which are yet no gods.
Right.
But my people have changed their glory for that which doeth
Who is the
not
Lord's
profit.
people? The people here in Jamaica is from the tribe of Benjamin, man. And the rest of Caribbean. You know what I mean? Apart from Haiti. You know what I mean? We're on Dominican Republic. You know what I mean? Yes, the Haiti is what?
Levi.
The tribe of Levi.
And Simeon.
And Simeon was is over there in the Dominican Republic. You know what I mean? And they have people living in the Americas, you know what I mean, both Judah and the other tribes. You know what I mean? Which is the blacks, which is the Latinos, Latinos, Native American Indians. They are our people also. But it says our people what? Do what?
And the nation changed their gods,
Right.
which are yet no gods, but my people have changed their glory for that which doeth not profit.
Right, so people change them glory for that which not profit at all. Hey, the Egyptians never the profit. The Egyptians them would believe in all them type of madness, man. You know what I mean? Where's them empire right now? Where's the Egyptian empire? You know what I mean? But we know how our empire fall. We know how we fall. See? We know why we fall.
And we know our kingdom soon go back.
And we know our kingdom will go back. And you have all the other religion them and promise to know from our hope, man, in this wicked ass society, man, with the so-called white man dominating and ruling. How Negroes are gonna come out and the rule of the so-called white man? Because hey, the Negroes feel like say how them can get economically economic stability and free themselves from the so-called white man. They make a sad mistake. Yeah? See all them other religion here where basically have any form of descent attached to it. The so-called white man already have him military and have certain laws in place like Project Magida to take Negroes down. And even we right here, so the so-called white man planning for everybody, we have any form of descent according against his way. Right now, the so-called white man have all plans set in place already for all who, you know, when feel like them want to go differently from the way how him set team thing to go. You know what I mean? So when this man running for Uno, I want to see how Uno going to escape what the so-called white man are going to do. Because niggas feel like them can use the so-called white man resources see, and build up and overthrow him. You know what I mean? But we know what we are going to do. We are going to call upon our God, and our God are going to deliver women, and we are going to see if the son are going to deliver Uno, you know them time there, or if Egyptology, or if being a Pan-Africanist, or being a Muslim, or being a Rastafarian, and you're going to get delivered from the hands of this man when this man rushing like a flood, man. Because that is coming very soon. Yeah, come on, bro.
Alright, so this is Wisdom of Solomon 13 verse 1. It says, surely in vain are all men by nature who are ignorant of God.
Right, so surely in vain are all men by nature, because the end result for you Negroes, you're going to die, man. You know what I mean? You're defective material, man. You're going to die. The Lord is going to put your asses to death, man. You know what I mean? And let the son save you them time when the Lord will take your life. Yeah?
And could not, out of the good things that are seen, know him.
Right. You look on the things that you worship, the things that you see. Instead of worship the Most High, bro, I put them in place.
It's a neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the work master.
Right.
But deemed either fire or wind or the air or the swift air or the circle of the stars or the violet water or the lights of heaven to be the gods which govern the world.
Yeah, my man nigga gonna be to the lights, so the heavens are gonna be the god of the world, brother.
Which is madness.
Which is madness, yo. That is madness, yo. This is the Bible cutting against that, man. It shows that is shallow. See? The God of the Bible claim is the God that create all the things that we all look upon, man. It not say, yo, the sun, I saw it that talk about all along. No. See that tell us, yo, this lights not the ear are not the God, man. Are not the gods, man. That's what the Bible telling you, man. Read the part again, brother.
It's about verse 3, it's about deemed either fire or wind or the swift air or the circle of the stars or the violet waters or the lights of heaven to be the God which govern the world.
Right, so the lights of heaven is not the God that's governing the world, man. And the water, you have people over there who worship the over India, they worship the whatever they name again? The Ganges. Yeah, throwing shit into the water, you know what I mean, thinking say, oh, they might get some blessing or something like that. You know what I mean?
I bet a lot of them are cheap too.
No, a lot of them get blessing because they gold in the water and say God bless
them. Dip themselves in the Ganges River. Yearly. Hey, look, man. Look, man. Hey, the world soon should know the might and power and glory of the Creator that create all of this, man. See?
Stop the confusion.
You know what I mean? All them confusion now come to an end. Now here, you have Jake, you know, the worst predicament on the face of the earth. You know what I mean? On all of them nation here. And you choose to pick up the son as a God. You know what I mean?
And even say what make we take up one man for one nation.
We are the only people that actually can stay in the sun. But yet we are not the one ruling. We can stay in the sun, you know what I mean, for hours and pant about hours. And the so-called white man, we can't stay in the sun. You know what I mean? Ruling the shit. Eh? What power the sun give you niggers, man? Alright, go on, brother.
So verse 3 says, so with whose beauty, if they been delighted, took them to be gods. Right. Let them know how much better the Lord of them is.
The Lord is better than everything we are looking at, man.
Because them serve them purpose, yo.
Yeah.
Them look upon them as God.
You know what I mean? The Lord is better than that. Because the Lord is that energy that moves everything, single thing in our creation, man. Down to every subatomic particle, man. the Lord move all of that. Hey, the gas, the so-called gases that Esau said create the sun, cause the fusion. Seeing, guess what? The Lord is the one who moved all those particles, man. The Lord moved them in a specific order to cause those fusion, man. What is that energy or that force that move everything? And that a nigga for try to figure out what is that force that move everything in order. The scripture tells us the Lord order everything in the heavens, man. You know what I mean? A nigga drop short I talk about one of the many things that was created as them God. Nigga, please, go on, brother.
So, for the first art of beauty had created them. But if
why the earth now the God?
Yeah.
And it actually push up life force to it.
Right.
The life force depend on it.
Right.
Yeah, more life depend on the earth than when the sun are deal with.
Brother, all the sun do basically is basically it play feet roll, the earth play feet roll, and the moon play feet roll. You know what I mean? And none of them are special than none. Because each one of them need each other in order for each other exist. You know what I mean? So I don't know how a man single out one of them. Where do that?
Verse 4 says, but if they were astonished at their power and virtue, let them understand by them how much mightier is he that made them.
Yeah, the Lord is mighty, man.
For by the greatness and beauty of the creator, of the creature, proportionably the maker of them is seen.
Right, and this man I talk about yes first, seen, ILL, you know what I mean, the bright and morning star. Hey, it's not talking about the literal star, man. See, he just used the analogy of brightness to dealing what? Wisdom, man. Brightness in terms of wisdom, man. But nigga carnal as hell. You know what I mean? And as I said before, brightness represents what? Light that shine in darkness, man. And it talk about darkness in a sense of being ignorant versus being one with knowledge, man. So the Lord, the hour shy being the bright and morning star, I shows him he's a very wise individual, man. See, he know it all things, man, that the Father had given him to know. You know what I mean? That's what he's talking about. It's not talking about him actually our son or star.
You're not the only one curse with knowledge.
What? What?
Judges 10 verse 13. Yet ye have forsaken me and serve other gods.
Right.
Wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry to the gods which ye have chosen.
Right.
Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation.
Hey, as I said, the Lord can bring all type of shit down upon this planet, man. You know what I mean? See, right now, World War III has been staged upon the earth. You know what I mean? World War III, you have them nations de-dollarizing. You know what I mean? Seeing you have Trump having a trade war with China. You know what I mean? You have them about to cancel that treaty there with Russia, the INF treaty. You know what I mean? And all them nations basically getting them arms together. You know what I mean? Beating them plowshares into swords, man. That's what going on right now. And a nigga feel like say, oh, we're gonna sing music and we're gonna do entertainment and we're gonna do all them something here and we're gonna escape them things that will happen. You make a sad mistake. You know what I mean? See, the Chinese in Jamaica here, one of the arch enemy of America, right to the backyard of America, man. Saying you feel like say, oh, everything gonna be alright out here. When war start between the Chinese and the Americans, see, and it's heading right there right now. You know what I mean? China and Russia is not playing games with America, man. And America soon and very soon is going to have to make them move. And Jamaica are going to be in the crosshairs, man. You know what I mean? Venezuela right now is in the crosshairs of America, man, because the dealings between Venezuela, China, and Russia. You know what I mean? So right now you have America, President Trump saying all options on the table for Venezuela, man. Nigga feel like everything is alright when we over 70% of our Jamaican people heat come from overseas, man. when this war start, remember me tell you this, man. See, a lot of you niggas now gonna have a bite to put in your mouth. Yeah, you might as well eat your hand, eat your baby. And hey, the scripture said that can happen. Niggas are gonna eat them baby.
Eat what they grow.
Niggas are gonna eat off the leaves of the tree. You know what I mean? The Lord is gonna bring a piece of famine upon this piece of island here, you see, man. You see, for all them wickedness that you niggas been doing all along, the Lord is gonna bring something for you. You know what I mean? Very soon, man. See?
And during that famine, the sun is gonna burn them.
Yes, yeah. The sun is gonna burn them.
So give them life during that famine, man.
You beg the sun for mercy them time then. Yeah, God.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, go on, bro.
So, Second Peter 1 and verse 16 says, For we have not followed cunningly devised fables.
We don't follow cunningly devised fable. Alright, you see, enough of them things I Skatta talk about. You see, when we want to watch a documentary, what name again? Zeitgeist. You know what I mean? Where basically them show you that the world religion them have what them have in common. See, but guess what? The Bible don't have that in common, man. I want fling and miss that Esau fling and miss. You know what I mean? Because when I talk about Trinity, the Bible not deal with the Trinity, man. See, the Bible don't have the 3 wise men in it. See, we don't have the winter solstice. Because the Lord never get crucified. The Lord never get crucified, neither the Lord never born upon December the 25th, man. And there's no scripture in the Bible will tell you that. You know what I mean? See, so if they must say this, even when they say about this winter solstice, about the sun dying for a certain period of time because I know it's point, guess what? When the Lord Yahushua died, it wasn't in the winter solstice, neither. You know what I mean? So when the Lord Yahushua died, it wasn't in the winter solstice. Guess when the Lord Yahushua died? You know what I mean? The Lord Yahushua died during the time of the Passover. See, the feast days, during the time of the feast days. You know what I mean? And that's a spring.
Springtime coming up.
Springtime. You know what I mean? So niggas, and guess what? The Lord never born off a virgin birth. No virgin, Mary never have no baby boy. You know what I mean? That is Christian philosophy, which is anti-Christ doctrine. The Bible does not support that, man. Who is unlearned will believe so the Bible saying that. You know what I mean? See? Like Christians who do not know what the Holy Spirit is. You know what I mean? So them things that the Spirit breed woman. You know, or the angels breed woman. They will commit adultery or something like that. But anyway, see? Not for them philosophy they will hear them bring up concerning the Bible, them don't in the Bible, man. Christians bring it out that way. But according to the Bible, brothers been doing sit-downs, disproving all them madness, man. And showing that the Bible, when the Bible talk about something different. Actually, even the virgin birth, what the Bible say? Seeing a young woman, never say a virgin. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Esau put the word virgin there. And